All of the mood music here in terms of the negotiations seems to be positive. Everybody's sending signals that they think maybe a deal can get done by that Friday deadline. Remember, the Friday deadline is in place because the U.S. and Mexico, out of the three countries negotiating here, want to get a deal done so it can be signed in time for the current Mexican president to sign it before he leaves office. And they say Friday is the last day they can do that and have the current Mexican president on hand to sign the deal. So a lot of pressure going in to the deadline here. Negotiators signaling last night they were going to negotiate straight through the night if that's what it took between the United States and Canada. The president, meanwhile, signaling some optimism of his own about the negotiations. Here's what he said yesterday.
I think Canada very much wants to make the deal, and I think it's going to be obviously very good for Canada if they do, and I think it's probably not going to be good at all if they don't. They want to be a part of the deal, and we gave till Friday, and I think we're probably on track.
Canada's top negotiator, Chrystia Freeland, was in and out of the U.S. Trade Representative's office all day yesterday, updating reporters each time as to the progress of the negotiations. No specifics on what's going on behind the closed doors, but she also signaled some optimism. Here's what she said.
I feel that both parties are coming to this stage of the negotiation with a lot of goodwill. Certainly that is what Canada is bringing to the table. We understand each other's positions and what both sides need very, very well.
So not a lot of specifics there, but the mood music, as I say, is pretty good here in Washington in terms of getting a deal. One of the things I'm told is that U.S. and Mexican negotiators, as they wrapped up that initial deal that was announced earlier on in the week, made sure that they included a number of items in that bilateral deal that they felt would really appeal to the Canadian side. So they put a lot of sort of sweeteners in the U.S.-Mexican deal designed to lure the Canadians into the deal. We'll see ultimately if they get that by Friday, though, guys.
Good news that there are the sweeteners in there. That makes it sound like it would be plausible for both sides to walk away and say, hey, this was a victory for us. This was a good thing. What happens if there's not a deal that's cut by tomorrow? Any talk about that? Any contingency plans?
Sure. I mean, the U.S. side has said that they are prepared to go forward with just a strict bilateral deal between the United States and Mexico if they can't get Canada into this. Everybody involved wants all three countries to be involved because the supply chains for these companies that are affected by NAFTA are so interconnected between all three countries that companies really want to have that three-way deal. The countries want to have that three-way deal. But if not, the U.S. and Mexico say that they will go it alone. The question is whether that will pass muster up on Capitol Hill, right, whether lawmakers will approve that, and that is to be determined at this point.